Let's see the
This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with the TNA X Division champion, Moose. We'll take a look at the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it, with the rivalry brewing between the Hardys and the Nemeths, Nick Nemeth battled Jeff Hardy one-on-one for the first time in 16 years this week on Impact. Plus, in our main event, it's Laredo of the Aztec Warriors facing off against Gringo Loco from the site of Unbreakable 2025 in Las Vegas. But first, let's rewind to a match from the vault on our road to Under Siege. Xplosion starts now.
So here we go, Josh Alexander and Eric Young against Frankie Kazarian and Steve Macklin, and Young, justifiably so, goes right after Kazarian, who tags out to Macklin.
You can see, and Macklin wasn't quite ready for that, if you will, but you can see it in the eyes of Eric Young. Still very much incensed about what happened back at Rebellion.
What happened at Rebellion? How about what happened at Sacrifice in Eric Young's home country of Canada, challenging Moose for the TNA World Championship? Kazarian screwed Young out of the title that night in Windsor, Ontario.
You know, as this match picks up here.
Excellent.
And we know Eric Young wants to get his hands on Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian wanted us to know, Tom, earlier tonight, that his trainer, who we've talked about a lot here on TNA broadcasts, Killer Kowalski, you know how he got that name? He got that name by ripping off the ear of a Canadian named Yukon Eric. That's a true story.
Now look at this, Macklin tagging out, wants no piece of Josh Alexander. Instead, in comes Frankie Kazarian, and I'm having flashbacks to the Overdrive event at the back end of 2022. Kazarian versus Alexander for the TNA World Championship cover. One of the best matches I've ever had the opportunity to call, and it was shortly thereafter that Kazarian was jettisoned from this company with malice by Steve Macklin.
It was that matchup, too, that Frankie Kazarian is credited a lot for his decision to return to TNA. That level of competition that Josh Alexander brought in. Now, this is a very, very different Frankie Kazarian than we saw back at that event.
Oh, now Macklin charges after Alexander, tried to gain the advantage, and now a rolling senton. Alexander on the legal man, Kaz. Cover and a kick out. Kaz, also the last major championship he won, was in this building. Bound for Glory 2022, he captured the X Division championship, and also right here in Albany, attempted to exercise option C. Ooh. And he ran into the walking weapon.
Holy crap, that one sounded like a gunshot through the building here.
Oh, and a knee right to the spine, and a right hand there by Alexander. Macklin like a gnat. On out, Macklin drops Alexander. Oh, and a leg drop right to the back of the neck. Kazarian and Macklin have taken over just like that. Here's a cover. Oh, instead, ground and pound.
You asked the question, how is this going to work? It seemed a little tentative, like reticent at the beginning. We saw that little interaction backstage, but so far so good for Macklin and Kazarian.
Oh, Kazarian, who turned his back on Eric Young following Hard to Kill earlier this year, was demanding a TNA World title shot at one point. Side rushing leg sweeping and kick out.
Well, Kings don't ask, Tom. Kings know. I should know as a king myself.
Oh, God.
Kings don't ask, Kings receive.
In comes Steve Macklin, a former TNA World Champion. What history there is between Steve Macklin and Josh Alexander. Macklin targeted and scouted Josh Alexander for the bulk of Alexander's 348-day title reign.
Cover here.
Shoulders down and a kick out by Alexander.
And it's always amazing to me. These two as different as they are, there's a similarity. There's a similar nature to their styles, if you will.
Kaz
They're both
mocking Young there. Oh, backstabber.
just the intensity, always pushing forward with the next level. They take it up a notch when they are in the ring. There's maybe more in common between these two than you might expect.
What could have been between Macklin and Alexander at Rebellion 2023? That was supposed to be Macklin and Alexander for the TNA World Championship. Alexander suffered a torn triceps, had to relinquish the title. They ultimately clashed. Hold on, there's a cover by Kaz and a kick out. Alexander and Macklin ultimately clashed at Victory Road in 2023. Alexander got the win. Macklin has been chomping at the bit to get back at Alexander, and also every man in this match has expressed their interest in getting to the TNA World Championship.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's an age-old thing here in the world we call pro wrestling, baby. If you're not here to win the world title, you're not here for the right reasons.
Shot right to the midsection by Alexander. Oh, and a back elbow there by Kazarian. Levels Alexander. There's a cover by Kaz and a kick out. Alexander and Macklin ultimately clashed at Victory Road in 2023. Alexander got the win. Macklin has been chomping at the bit to get back at Alexander, and also every man in this match has expressed their interest in getting to the TNA World Championship.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's an age-old thing here in the world we call pro wrestling, baby. If you're not here to win the world title, you're not here for the right reasons.
Shot right to the midsection by Alexander. Oh, and a back elbow there by Kazarian. Levels Alexander. Actually, come to think of it, Kazarian's the only man in this match who hasn't won the TNA World Championship.
Really? You want to say that a little louder so maybe Frankie Kazarian can hear you? Real confident taking that from old, talking all that from old, by the way. What the hell?
Oh, listen, Kazarian, now beating the hell out of Alexander. Alexander, who did suffer an ear injury during the last man standing match with Hammerstone at Rebellion.
It's an epidemic. It's going around, apparently.
A tag made, in comes Macklin. Remember why Macklin proposed this alliance? Macklin has a Mike Santana problem. Santana, who returned at Rebellion to TNA. An impromptu matchup between Macklin and Santana went the way of Mike Santana that night.
And that did nothing but tick Steve Macklin off. He has a Santana problem. Meanwhile, Frankie Kazarian, as is well established, has an Eric Young problem, and they figure they can help solve each other's problems. And like I said, so far, so good. Beautiful double suplex here. Kazarian gonna get the cover.
Oh, and a kick out.
But Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, has had a hard time fighting his way out of the corner of Macklin and Kazarian.
Kazarian launching Josh Alexander, boot right to the side of the head. Alexander needs to make a tag to Eric Young. Kazarian in pursuit. Oh, look at this.
Iwa has jumped off the apron. I don't know how wise it is. Josh Alexander still needs a tag.
Now, Young's seeing red. He's trying to get his hands on Kazarian, dives after him, but he hit the nail on the head. There's no one for Alexander to tag. Macklin clobbers Young, and now Kaz tied up with Alexander.
And now, as if it wasn't as bad before, Alexander here fighting 2-on-1 with nobody to tag for the time being.
Young, his emotions getting the better of him, wanted to get to Kazarian, and now Alexander's got to continue to fight.
You said it, Tom. Young saw red.
Oh, look at this. Overhead belly to belly off the top.
And now Young back into the equation here.
How about the urgency of Josh Alexander? Knew that he needed to make a tag, knew that he needed something big, went up and got Kazarian and created his own opening. Tag made, in comes Macklin to meet Young.
Young getting a little bit of payback for that huge lariat on the floor moments ago. Young like a house on fire.
Oh, look at EY go. The man is timeless.
Sticking and moving and dropping Macklin like a bad habit.
Up onto the shoulders Down goes Macklin. There's the cover. Well, didn't even go for it. He felt Kazarian coming. How smart was that by Young?
Finally able to get his hands. You see Kazarian trying to apologize, trying to get out of the grasp. Finally does.
The cowardice of Kaz. And now Macklin trying to bring Alexander back into the ring the hard way. German suplex delivered by the walking weapon.
And starting to string him together as he likes to do here.
Go for the elbows there. Half and half suplex.
Folded up Macklin like an accordion there.
Well, now Kaz. Oh, guillotine leg drop.
This one's starting to break down all over the place. Look out!
Oh, the slingshot DDT. And now a neck breaker. Eric Young gets Kazarian.
This, everything, everybody taking everybody else out.
And now Young's thinking about going up top.
What's he thinking here? Could be looking, is he thinking moonsault?
Oh, he might have been. Doesn't often go for that. That might have bought Macklin time.
And time is all he needed.
Boom! Young caught in the crosshairs.
Is that enough?
Is this the end? Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Eric Young.
Take a look, the spear right into your living rooms. Splitting EY in half, but not enough to put him away.
Macklin deposits Young on the top turnbuckle here. What a physical, hard-hitting tag team matchup to kick off Under Siege tonight live in Albany on a tag made by Alexander.
Now this one has been nonstop. I was about to say, I don't know if Macklin's aware, but I think he's pretty aware now. As the walking weapon, look, it's tying Macklin up here on the second row.
Really tight quarters there. Down goes Alexander. Alexander is legal.
Macklin, though, still has his attentions on EY.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy, look out. Intercepted!
Oh, backbreaker! Cover! Oh, and Macklin able to kick out.
Just in the nick of time. Take a look at this. The power bomb to the knee, the spine of Macklin, just ricocheting off the walking weapon there.
Hold on, was going for the C4 spike. Oh, and the electric slam.
Look at this, but wait, look at EY.
Into the cover. Eric Young with the elbow to Macklin. Saving the matchup for his team.
A save with a little extra emphasis, courtesy of Eric Young. The only one left standing there for the moment was Kazarian, who tags himself in.
And Young makes the tag, and Young finally gets what he wants. Kazarian, one-on-one.
Kaz was expecting the walking weapon to still be in the ring.
Eye for an eye, ear for an ear. Look at Young.
Just unloading here. Got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified.
The referee trying to separate the two of them. Now, look at this. Young wanted the pile driver.
Wait.
Time for the chicken wing, no.
Incredible back and forth here, much like their Full Metal Mayhem match.
Hold on, is it time for a fade to black? Oh, my God. Looked like a pile driver. Oh, and a kick out.
Whatever it was bad for Frankie Kazarian, and now look out!
Macklin and Alexander to the outside. And now Macklin rolling back inside the ring.
Mayhem for everyone, indeed.
Oh, now going after Macklin. Macklin able to counter.
Every member of this match having an answer for everyone.
Psycho knee. Miscommunication there. Macklin took out Kazarian. There goes Macklin.
Now Alexander's on the move. Look out!
Oh, crossbody to the spine. It's Young and Kazarian. Oh, no! The pile driver. Cover. Payback for Eric Young.
Here are your winners, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, and the world-class maniac, Eric Young.
Well, the headgear paid off, Tom. A huge win for the walking weapon, Josh Alexander and Eric Young.
And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West. You've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, this match has been made official for Under Siege live on Friday, May 23rd in the Greater Toronto area in Brampton, Ontario. The Elegance brand will defend their Knockouts World Tag Team titles against Spitfire once again. You can get your tickets now at TNAWrestling.com for Under Siege. At number 4, this has been made official in lieu of O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Mike Santana blowing up the first-class penthouse this past week on Impact. It's now official for Under Siege. Mike Santana goes one-on-one with AJ Francis. At number 3, this situation has been brewing for weeks ever since Robert Stone and Victoria Crawford crashed the scene here in TNA Wrestling. The power struggle we've seen that's played out between Robert Stone and Santino Marella. Tessa Blanchard has landed on the side, it appears, of Robert Stone and Crawford. And now Ariana Grace has had enough of the undeniable diamond. Ariana Grace will battle Tessa Blanchard at Under Siege. And number 2, this past week's episode of Impact saw a matchup that was 16 years in the making, and we'll see more of later on tonight here on Xplosion as a part of In Case You Missed It. Jeff Hardy went one-on-one with Nick Nemeth. You can check out last night's Impact in its entirety on demand right now on TNA+. And at number 1, say his name and he appears everywhere. The TNA World Champion Joe Hendry was live on NXT this past Tuesday night opposite Trick Williams as Hendry and Trick signed the contract for the historic TNA World Title match that'll go down on Sunday, May 25th, live in Tampa, Florida on Peacock at WWE Battleground. For the first time ever, the TNA World Championship will be defended on a WWE PLE. Hendry and Trick got into it last night on Impact. They'll both be performing this coming Tuesday live on NXT ahead of their tag team clash at Under Siege. Still to come, Laredo battles Gringo Loco here on Xplosion. But coming up next, Gia Miller goes around the ring with the TNA X Division champion, the face of the franchise, Moose.
TNA Wrestling presents Under Siege, Friday, May 23rd on TNA+.
Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Gia Miller, and he's already getting excited. I know you're so excited to be here.
Yes.
The absolute VIP of Around the Ring, Moose.
It's me.
Moose has done this show how many times?
Probably 37.
37? You said 30 earlier. Now it's 37.
It goes up every time, so.
Yeah.
Next time I'm on, it will be my 52nd time.
Okay, well, you will have to come back because I told you on your way up here that I had a surprise for you.
Yes. I can't wait to see or hear the surprise.
And because you have been on Around the Ring for so many times, and for a long time it was Josh Matthews just playing a big joke on you.
Oh.
You are officially the first ever Hall of Famer of Around the Ring.
Yes. Do I get a ring or like a plaque?
Yeah, we're getting you a plaque made, a trophy, a custom belt, and a ring.
Is this another rib?
No.
Is this Gia's version of Josh Matthews' rib?
I'm very serious,
Okay,
Moose.
cool.
I don't know if you know that about me.
Yeah.
Very, very serious.
Yes. I'm excited.
I'm switching subjects. What do you got here?
This is my knee sleeves.
Yeah? Did you just get these made?
Yes, I
I
just
haven't
actually
seen
no.
these.
I've had this made for a few months now, but Kevin Martin failed to give it to me for the past few loops and just remembered today to give it to me.
Well, you got them.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing them today because I don't have my yellow boots. So.
I wasn't sure if you were bringing these up here to me because little fun fact.
Yeah, she bedazzles on a lot of my gear.
Yeah, whenever Moose is like, I need a couple more rhinestones.
Yes.
I get a phone call. Gia.
You're not a superstar unless you have rhinestones in your gear.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true. Okay, so what else do you think like makes a superstar? And not necessarily just in wrestling, but like somebody that you think of as like, you know, just the top of the mountain, larger than life.
As a kid, my two favorite wrestlers was Ric Flair 1 and Razor Ramon 2. And one thing they both had in common is they were very colorful and they wore a lot of bright colors. So because of that, I tend to wear a lot of bright colors. And for those who are big fan of me, you never see me wear the same gear twice.
Nope.
So I always change it. I probably have north of 40 different gear in my closet.
I believe it. I've just seen your shoes.
Yes. So I think just the appearance and always looking clean and looking fresh is what gives you that illusion of being a star.
Absolutely it does. And I respect the heck out of the not repeating. Like I do my best I do repeat some outfits every now and again.
But if you do it once every 4 or 5 months, nobody's gonna remember it. Yeah.
Right. It was like I was on screen for 2 minutes. Nobody really, paid that much of attention. So I can re-accessorize. And that's the thing. It's like fashion.
Right.
You accessorize.
I do. Yeah.
Tell me some of your. I've seen a little bit of drip coming off of you. What's your favorite accessories that you have?
I'm a watch guy, so I would say I get a lot of compliments on this watch. It's actually only an Apple Watch, but
big Apple Watch.
The frame, the case is so big, it makes it look elegant.
Yeah.
But it's just an Apple Watch. It's an Apple Watch with a cool looking frame.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen you with some pretty cool necklaces.
The necklace come out once in a while. When the necklace come out, Moose is going to party.
Yeah, I did notice that. It's birthday season.
It's birthday season. That's the only time once a year where I actually party. That's when Party Moose comes out.
What day is your birthday?
April 23rd.
April 23rd. Okay, so just passed. Yeah. Happy belated birthday. I think I did text you.
You did text me and tell me that, yes.
Of course, because we're best friends.
Yes, we're best friends. That's the only reason why I agreed to do Around the Ring, because Gia is not hosting it.
I know.
And I love Gia.
I love you too, Moose. You're the best.
Thank you.
You really are. I think not a lot of people get to see the real you. So I'm happy to always have you on here. You are truly a special individual, and we love having you in the locker room. Yes. And you know what? I'm happy to be your best friend.
Thank you. I'm happy to be your best friend too.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And the first official and probably the only Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you know what? Whenever I make the TNA Hall of Fame, I'm gonna put my trophy from Around the Ring Hall of Fame in a pedestal on its own above the TNA Hall of Fame.
Whoa. Yes. All right. Wow, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Moose, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me again.
Once again, we'll see you back for the 58th time.
And 3 loops.
Yep. Guys, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, we'll take a look back at the epic clash between Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy, a match that was 16 years in the making on Impact. Stay tuned. That's next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion. This is in case you missed it. After the Nemeth shocked the world and captured the TNA World Tag Team Championships at Rebellion, the Hardys have been biding their time for their contractual rematch and their chance to reclaim the titles. With Jeff unable to travel to Canada for Under Siege, the opportunity is now in the hands of Matt Hardy and Leon Slater to reclaim the titles. However, Jeff got his opportunity to battle the wanted man, Nick Nemeth, this past Thursday on Impact. It was a match 16 years in the making. Let's head back to the Impact Zone.
Still can't believe it. I still cannot believe Ryan Nemeth scored the pinfall to take the TNA World Tag Team titles from Matt and Jeff Hardy, living legends.
Put some respect on Ryan Nemeth's name right now.
I really prefer not to.
I know you prefer not to, but you got to do what you got to do.
Face first into the top turnbuckle goes Jeff Hardy.
And Nemeth here is taking control, and now he's just trying to have some fun. with Jeff Hardy here.
Nick Nemeth going after the left knee of Jeff Hardy, slowing up the charismatic Enigma.
Jeff's gonna be greatly affected by that. Again, nothing to lose to the point we made earlier, but still.
Snapmare takedown, and Nick Nemeth in complete command of Jeff Hardy. How much damage has been done to the left knee of Hardy? Nemeth continues the assault.
Just gets to grind Hardy down here. Matt Hardy looking on. Got to find some tag team strategies to work out with Leon Slater, who's worked under the wing of the Hardys the last several months. They've really taken a shine to Leon Slater. I mean, can he step up in this all-important moment with the titles on the line?
Elbow drop. Shot to the heart. Here's the cover. Jeff Hardy gets the shoulder up in time.
And one going right back to the grind here. This is the kind of discipline that has made Nick Nemeth a multi-time champion in companies all over the world. And you look at it, Jeff Hardy trying desperately to stay alive here, but the confidence of the wanted man is literally oozing off of him.
This is our main event. It's Jeff Hardy one-on-one with Nick Nemeth. Now, 1 week away from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, at Under Siege, Nick and Ryan Nemeth will defend their TNA World Tag Team titles against Matt Hardy and Leon Slater. The Nemeths granting the Hardys a contractual rematch from Rebellion in Canada, knowing that Jeff Hardy cannot make it there. So this match was granted by Santino Marella. Jeff Hardy able to get his hands on Nick Nemeth prior to Under Siege.
Look at it. Smart move by the Nemeths. Try to split your team up, split your competition up. But Jeff Hardy getting a chance to soften up Nick Nemeth ahead of that match here tonight.
Right to the tailbone. I know, splitting the difference there with Nick Nemeth. Classic Jeff Hardy tonight in the greater Los Angeles area. Cover, shoulders down, and a kick out by Nick Nemeth. Now, granted, it's not Matt and Jeff Hardy up against Nick and Ryan Nemeth at Under Siege. However, Leon Slater teaming with Matt Hardy, that changes things. Do you think that's a significant advantage for the Nemeths, or for the Hardys, rather?
I mean, at the end of the day, nobody is going to have the same chemistry as the brothers themselves.
Of course.
Right? Here we
Whisper
go.
in the wind. Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Nemeth.
But I've mentioned it before, Leon Slater has kind of worked and learned under the wings of the Hardys the last several months. They've really taken him into the Hardy clan, if you will. So if there is anybody who's going to fill that role, I mean, Leon Slater is an incredible choice, especially given the role, the highlight reel he's been on the last couple of months.
Jumping off of Ultimate X at Rebellion, nearly capturing the X Division title. Hold on. Jeff Hardy went for the twist of fate, and now a sleeper.
Jeff could be going to sleep. His matches, his chances in this match might be coming obsolete.
Jeff Hardy trying to get back up to his feet. Ooh. Oh, and a jawbreaker.
Much needed separation there for Jeff Hardy.
Oh, big shot right to the face. And now shoulder first into the steel post. Famouser by Nick Nemeth.
Jeff could be out here.
Cover. Jeff Hardy is still alive.
There's one thing the charismatic Enigma has been known throughout his entire career. It's been for that never say die attitude.
Tremendous resilience. And now Nick Nemeth tuning up the band. We'll see him on a super kick. Hold on. Twist of fate.
And can Jeff send it all home? The only way he knows.
Oh, wait a minute. Went for the Swanton bomb. Nick Nemeth blocked it. And a kick out by Jeff Hardy.
Incredible counter just in the nick of time. No pun intended there for Nemeth.
An incredible response tonight from the fans on the campus of UC Irvine. Oh, Jeff Hardy, could he pin him here? Could he pin Nick Nemeth? Oh, and a kick out.
Folding Nick Nemeth like an accordion there.
Only the second time ever these two have faced each other one-on-one. First time in 16 years. Kick right to the midsection, going for another twist of fate. Super kick by Nemeth. Is that enough?
Nemeth trying to rewrite history.
Oh, the kick out by Jeff Hardy.
And look at the eyes of Nick Nemeth. The wanted man cannot believe it.
Jeff Hardy realizes the good he can do by putting a dent in Nick Nemeth prior to Under Siege.
Jeff's brother Matt watching on, hoping to see a weakness in Nick Nemeth ahead of Under Siege.
Nick Nemeth always going for the danger zone. Ooh! Jeff Hardy holding on to the top rope. Twist of fate!
Got him again. Will the second time be the charm for Jeff Hardy here?
Can he pull it off this time? Got it! Swanton bomb! Jeff Hardy beats Nick Nemeth.
Here is your winner, Jeff Hardy.
Could that momentum boost guide Matt Hardy and Leon Slater to the tag titles? There's Ryan Nemeth to attack Jeff from behind, and now a 2-on-1 attack on Matt Hardy.
You saw Nick Nemeth picking at the ankle of Matt Hardy. Whoa!
There's Leon Slater to back up the Hardys.
Slater coming out of nowhere, running off the Nemeths.
The Hardys have believed in the promise of Slater. Slater saw what happened that night in the cage at Sacrifice. Slater has a vendetta with the Nemeths just as much as the Hardys. Matt Hardy and Leon Slater challenge the Nemeths for the TNA World Tag Team titles at Under Siege.
Up next, our main event comes to us from the site of Unbreakable 2025 in Las Vegas. It's Laredo versus Gringo Loco, next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 225 pounds, Gringo Loco.
We are set for action here on Xplosion in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the Cox Pavilion. I'm joined on commentary for the first time in a while here on Xplosion by Matthew Raywald. I'm told exclusively because Gringo Loco is his neighbor.
Damn right, Chicago's own, the base god himself. Also, Gia Miller couldn't stand you. I can't blame her, so here I am to save the day.
I can't stand you.
Fair.
And his opponent from New England, Laredo, Mexico, weighing in at 180 pounds, Laredo.
One thing you and I can agree on is how fantastic Laredo has been as of late. Not too long ago, defeating Jason Hosh on TNA Impact, the countdown to Unbreakable.
Look, Jason Hosh, by the way, who was distracted, worried about his friend, also fearing for his life because Mike Santana could have been literally anywhere ready to hunt him down. But that is beside the point. What we're about to get in front of us right now is undoubtedly going to be a fast-paced, high-flying, and I'm sure you're going to see a lot of lucha libre go down in this one.
For those that are unfamiliar with Gringo Loco, what do people need to know about his style?
I mean, this is a guy who is kind of a journeyman. He can do everything. Again, I say lucha libre because this guy has studied with the best. He's trained with the best. He's worked with and against the best in USA, Mexico, Japan, all around the world. He can pretty much adapt to any style.
Has he attempted to egg your house yet? Because I would if I was your neighbor.
No, he has a lot of respect for me and has a lot of kind words to say, unlike some people.
This is Gringo Loco in control early on here against Laredo.
Oh, Gringo tried to get a snap off that arm drag there. Laredo had the answer.
Laredo, a former TNA digital media champion, the title now officially retired. Gringo Loco showing very little respect for Laredo, and that's gross.
Oh, come on now. This is Vegas. This is a town for showmen. A little bit of showmanship there.
Oh, lighting up the chest of Laredo.
And overhand chop. Gringo Loco, I mean, this guy has been everywhere and done just about everything. He's so athletic, he can turn on a dime. But the reason they call him the base god is he's got this power. He can kind of prop up, toss anybody around too, so Laredo better watch out. Look at this, there you go. Oh, turned inside out.
Off of the second rope, Laredo able to take down Gringo Loco, who needs a little respite on the outside of the ring.
Laredo Kid, of course, a former digital media champion. That title no longer represented here, but part of that history now. I'm sure would look to put himself into some championship contention once again someday. Oh, my God!
Able to track down Gringo Loco on the outside.
That's one way to get yourself noticed. Putting everything on the line to put Gringo Loco away.
Laredo got a fantastic reception when we were in El Paso, Texas, teaming up with one half of the Aztec Warriors, Octagon Jr., as well as the legend Chavo Guerrero Jr.
What a moment that was, trying to ride some of that momentum here once again in Las Vegas.
Oh, and now Gringo going to the eyes.
By any means necessary. Gringo Loco's wrestled with the best rudos out there, no doubt about that.
Charging into the corner, face first into the top turnbuckle. Now Laredo trying to gather himself from the second rope. Oh! Turned it into a power bomb. Nicely done. Oh, and a kick out by Laredo.
There again, there's that power from Gringo Loco. They're able to catch Laredo and then plant him like that. That's how quickly Gringo Loco can take over here.
Great response from the fans tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. I invite you to head to TNAWrestling.com right now and check out where TNA Wrestling is coming to next. Get tickets for an event near you right now at TNAWrestling.com.
Look out below.
This could be the end of Laredo if Gringo hits this. Oh, that was beautiful.
Calls that the remix moonsault, but not quite enough to put Laredo away.
That split-legged top rope assisted moonsault. That was beautiful for a man his size to pull that off. Absolutely incredible.
Changing direction mid-air before snapping off that suplex. That is that adaptability on display. It is now Laredo who's going to have to find a way to adapt to this kind of offense.
Laredo sends spine first into the turnbuckles. You were always able to change direction in midair quite well. You had a nice senton back in the day.
I had a beautiful. I still do. Dare me to bust it out on you. I am graceful. both in word and physicality.
Open palm strike right to the back.
I was gonna say, nothing graceful about this, nothing pretty about any of this.
Oh, an open palm strike by Laredo in response.
And the base god himself may not have any teeth left, but ooh.
Arm ringer, staying on the left arm. Very smart here by Gringo. Sees an opening. Leg drop right to the back of the neck.
Great wherewithal.
Forearm in the face. Oh, and a kick out there. Left shoulder off the mat in time.
And Laredo, just like that, shut back down. Pretty lickety split there. Courtesy of Gringo Loco.
There's a big opportunity for Gringo Loco in a TNA ring.
No doubt about that.
Making few friends here in Las Vegas.
Now, maybe looking for a repeat of that remix moonsault or something else. No, different, but this time, target not acquired. Huge opportunity for Laredo here.
Listen to the fans here in Las Vegas. Get behind Laredo. Gringo Loco might be in trouble here. Laredo off of the top. Once again, able to take down Gringo Loco.
That leaping Hurricane Rana putting Loco down.
Oh, the running Superman forearm.
Lights out in Sin City, but look at that. That's the damage done by Gringo Loco.
Laredo looking for inspiration from the fans here tonight in Sin City. Now dumping Gringo Loco, trying to put him in position here. This twisting senton.
And you know he doesn't like just one. Uno mas indeed, snapping it off.
Twisting at the last moment, delivering an elbow strike of sorts. Here's the cover, shoulders down. Gringo Loco is still in this thing.
I guess even two wasn't enough for Laredo.
Well, your Spanish is fantastic. Your wife is wonderful.
Hey, I'm amazing.
Oh, Laredo taking off the top turnbuckle. Turned his back on Gringo for just a moment.
And that's all it takes for Gringo Loco. Look at that, the look in the eyes of the challenger here.
This match is worn on both men. It takes them a little bit longer to get into position. Laredo thought he had an opportunity. Oh, wait a minute. Gringo Loco, did he get all of that? Here's the cover, hook to the leg. Oh, Laredo's still in the match.
Snapped off that absolutely gnarly looking destroyer from the ropes there, but Laredo, he just keeps on ticking here.
This is the resolve of Laredo that we've gotten very accustomed to here in TNA wrestling over the years. A man who quite literally stared death in the face and returned to professional wrestling within 6 months. Oh, open palm strike. Once again, shot right there to the midsection.
Now going up very dangerous territory here.
Off the tongue, Laredo fly.
That's gotta be it.
Laredo beats Gringo Loco.
Here is your winner, Laredo!
What an effort from Gringo Loco, but this is how it all finished up. The Laredo fly from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. And TNA's own Laredo with the victory.
Great to see Gringo Loco step into a TNA ring, but your winner is Laredo tonight on TNA Xplosion.